Hey, what's up? My name is Dyzee of the Supernaturals Crew, 7 Commandos, and R16. And I'm making this video because a lot of people have been asking me what do they need to work on to be better? And how do they know what they need to be working on? And so, anytime in the future somebody asks me that question, I'm just going to simply forward them to this video. Back in the day, we didn't need a judge to tell us what to work on. The reason for this is because we already knew what to do. The way we approached ciphers and battles were a lot different than how we approach today. What we always did was we would spar with each other, cipher with each other. So what you should do is you should get all your friends that you practice with and split you guys up in half, have a little battle. And what you're gonna do is anytime someone comes out, you're gonna try to watch him very closely and see what this person does, looking for a move or a step or a transition or anything that reminds you of something that you have in your arsenal. So if this person's really rocking the beat, then you gotta think, okay, I gotta really rock the beat. If the person does a certain transition that reminds you of something that you have, like a variation or an upgraded version, then you are going to quickly try to do it. Now what happens is if the person does something that you can't respond to, well, guess what? Now you know what you have to work on, okay? Basically, this is the way that B-boys always did it back in the days, okay? Watch what the person does, try to respond. Even if you haven't worked on your move for a long time, you're gonna go out and you're gonna try to do it. And if you can hit it, what it does is it builds confidence in you. You say, hey, I can hit that move. Now, if you try to do a move that you didn't practice for a while because someone reminded you and you mess it up, good. Now you know what you need to work on and what you need to fix. And once you have a broad range of all these moves in your arsenal that you hit all the time, that A, builds confidence, and B, it makes you ready, right? It makes you ready for any type of battle because you can handle any situation, no matter what style, no matter what move or anything someone throws at you. Okay, so I'm going to be going through this little video and I'm going to narrate what I'm thinking just to kind of help explain to you what's going on in practice. Just understand that a lot of it is really messy, okay? I mess up a lot. I'm not clean. There's so many things that I know I need to work on, but this is what you do at practice. You do things to figure out what you need to work on and what your strengths and weaknesses are, and this is a way to do it, okay? So this is just the first of this kind of lesson. Maybe I'll do it more often, but it's just to kind of help you know what you need to work on. So here goes the first guy. Notice he does a little transition to air chair, and then he goes in again. He's doing some little knee walking footwork moves, okay? And then he's gonna go into a little tiny step arm freeze. So I see that when I come in, I'm trying to respond to as many of the moves as possible. So I go down, and the first move I'm gonna do is gonna respond to the air chair move. So boom, here we go. Air chair, I know it's bad form and facing the wrong way, but I'm just trying to respond. Okay, then I go into little knee walking moves too, as a response. And the final move, he did a step arm move, so I'm gonna do a step arm move myself. Okay, the closest variation possible. Now the next guy, notice he comes in. What he's gonna do is a little tiny hat trick. Okay, he does it right here. Boom, little hat trick footwork move under his leg. So I'm gonna come in and I'm going to do it around. Of course in a b-boy context, but I'm going to try to respond to the exact same move. So here I am, doing a little bit of my style, and then boom, I haven't done that move in I don't even know how long, but what I'm doing is just trying to respond, recall. Now the next guy you see does a little tiny dolphin to knee freeze right here. Okay, so you see me fixing my knee pad, and then he goes into a little rolling move on his elbow tips. Okay, so I see those moves and I come in right away and bing, same move, same freeze, knee freeze, and then I go in to the little rolling walking move, and because he did it on his elbow tips, I'm gonna add a little elbow tip move right there. Bam. Okay, I'm just trying to respond. Next guy, he comes in from his head, goes up to air baby. I think to myself, I could do that too. And then later on, another guy comes in with a back rock into a little tiny kind of a windmill freeze kind of move. So I'm trying to respond to all these moves. You don't have to respond right away, but if you can, it'd be better. So here we go. I come in right away into a little tap mill, halo, and freeze. That's just as a response. And then I'm going in and now I'm going to try to respond to the other guy from the previous round with a head to air baby, and I crash. Well, now I know what I need to work on, okay? Next guy comes back in again later on in the battle, and he does a little tiny knee threading knee walk move, okay? So I'm gonna try to recall the closest move possible, and I'm trying to respond to that as fast as possible with as better response time as possible. So here I go, I'm rolling around and I do a little move right there, boom, just so small. I'm just looking for the closest thing possible, and then I add my own thing right there, okay? Now, I see him come in and at another time, and I'm looking what he does. He does a little shirt move right there. Look, he pulls his shirt into little Buddha spins, okay, little Buddha floats. So I'm gonna try to respond to the shirt pulling move. As you saw, I just pulled myself in. I pull myself to the ground for a go down, and I'm gonna try to do a little tiny finishing shirt pull up and shirt pull to air chair, okay? So I'm responding to his concept with as many of my moves as possible. Next guy comes in, and look, he does a little tiny from his head to a little slide to his arm. It's not, you can't see it that well from this angle. So I'm gonna try to respond to that move too. I'm keeping in my mind whenever I'm ready to go in, I'm responding to the move. So I go down to the ground, I'm just adding a little bit of moves. This move wasn't in response, just something I wanted to try out. Bink, okay? And then I go in, and I'm gonna respond to his move right here with my style. Little air leg work and freeze, okay? So, like I said, this is how I do my thing in order to know what I need to work on. And also, please like, subscribe, share this knowledge that you got for free with everyone else for free. And if you want one of these sexy hats, please just email the email in the description.